What's up, everybody? This is Jalen Short, aka Head Honcho, and I am back with episode 4 of the Head Honcho Sports Podcast here on YouTube. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Von Miller. He just got traded to the Los Angeles Rams for a 2022 second and third round pick. We're going to be talking about that defense. We're going to be talking about how the Rams can potentially win a Super Bowl. And next, we're going to be talking about James Harden. James Harden, he's had his struggles this season so far. It's only 6 games in, so we're gonna just be evaluating these 6 games and how he's played and how he's gonna play in the future. So first, we're gonna talk about, like I said, the Rams. The Rams are tough, so tough. Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey on the same defense. On the same defense. 3 of the best defensive players in the NFL on the same defense. 2 of them are on the defensive line. So that's problems right there on the defensive line. Offensive linemen have to deal with not 1 but 2 elite pass rushers. And once the Rams get going, it's going to be tough to stop them because Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, they're playmakers, point blank period. They're going to make plays throughout the game, and they're just going to, build on that through the entire season. Last season, they lost against the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs, the divisional round. It's going to be tough to beat them because I don't know if teams are going to be able to score on their defense. They got Matthew Stafford as the quarterback. They got him this past offseason, and their offense, they've really keyed in on their offense. Their offense wasn't really that much of an issue besides Jared Goff, and that's why they got Matthew Stafford. But their defense is crazy. They were already one of the elite defenses in the NFL. Now they're gonna be right there at the top. And I honestly believe it's going to be hard for teams to beat these guys just because of those three players on the team. Jalen Ramsey is one of the best lockdown corners in this game. And like I said, once those 3 get going, once those 3 really build chemistry and really know how to affect the game based off of each other, it's going to be crazy. So I just can't wait to see. And I honestly believe that they are my pick to win the Super Bowl. It's either them or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And in the AFC, it's probably going to be, if the Chiefs come out of this funk that they have, it's going to be either them or the Buffalo Bills, in my opinion. So we're just going to see how that plays out. Next, we're going to be talking about James Harden. James Harden, he hasn't played as well as he should have this far in the season. He's been putting up fair numbers, not James Harden numbers as we've expected from him. He hasn't been putting up those 30, 35s a game so far. He's been put up, 18s, 20s, 22s, 26. He hasn't really shown that, okay, I'm one of the best offensive players in this game. He hasn't shown that yet, and I believe it's because of his hamstring. Last year, he dealt with that hamstring the entire season. I believe that it hasn't really healed properly, so his first step is going to be affected. He's built his game off of his first step. The quick crossovers between the legs, step backs. He kept players off balance because of his first step. Once he takes off, either it's going to be a foul or he's already at the rim, he's going to score. So with that first step being gone, all of his shots are either 3-point shots or off the dribble shots because he can't really get past anyone. It seems like he's almost burnt out. It seems like he's almost like played an entire NBA season just this summer, and he's coming back for another one. I don't know what's going on, and maybe he's out of shape. He looks a little bit heavier, and once he get back to his form, if that happens, I believe Brooklyn can take that next step into being one of the top teams. They're already one of the top teams just off of KD and James Harden and their abilities. But once James gets going, it's going to be tough because KD, he's shouldering the low right now. All of his shots, all of his makes, he's the one that's averaging almost 30 a game right now. And James, he's kind of, coming along. And all of his shots, all of James' shots are just tough makes. They're not easy shots, they're not easy buckets. They're just tough shots, and he's that good to, hit tough shots continuously. So I just want to see how that plays out. I just want to see how Brooklyn, progresses in the season. And with that being said, this is the end of episode 4 of the Head Honcho Sports Podcast here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I will see you guys in episode 5.